So here's one of my favorite questions. What is or was your worst show ever?
My worst show, I mean, I've bombed in everywhere. I've bombed on colleges, corporate events, weddings, laundromats, we all bombed in all those places. I bombed in a theater. I did an hour. I did an hour at a college in front of 2,000 people. I bombed for an hour. So just keep that in mind as a premise. But this day, everybody has off days, and it's like, imagine your worst day possible, and then it's like, you're tired, popped, and then like your wife, you're fighting with your girlfriend or wife or boyfriend or husband or whatever, fighting, and then now this is like your third mic, and then you're like 3 hours away because that's how crazy you are to get stage time, and it's at this coffee shop. This is like my second or third mic, and I go in, and there's this Santa Claus on stage playing the ukulele and singing terribly, all right? And it's not Christmas, but he was Santa Claus like in June, okay? And there's no stage, so just the coffee shop, and in front of the window, 4 to 5 steps in front of that, there's like, I don't know, maybe 3 or 4 tables, and there's like a couple there, and like a musician, and like maybe another poet, and the bar is on my left. If this is a stage, that's where the people are sitting. There's a bar over there for like coffee, bagels, like muffins, all the good stuff, cookies, all the attraction pretty much. So people are coming in and walking, across, listening to the Santa Claus, and then there's like a group of bros, and I'm nervous. I'm super nervous. This is like maybe 2 years in, and the host is like, "Oh, so I signed up, and then I was supposed to be next," and the host is like, "No, we'll just have, the Santa Claus go another 3 minutes." So you get a total of 8 minutes. So this Santa Claus, he's doing the ukulele, and halfway through he'll stop and he'll plug like, "I got coupons if you want coupons after the show." And I'm like, what is happening? And I've been waiting already for like 30 minutes, and finally the Santa Claus did 15 minutes, and then now you're already supposed to get 8. The
Right.
host made it clear we all get 8. And then the host goes up. Now he's doing a raffle. Now he's promoting the muffins. Now he's promoting the chocolate chip cookies 2 for 1. And then he's like, I was literally standing next to him because there's a small place. And then he goes, "What's your name?" Like, I'm right here. He's like, "What's your name?" I'm like, "Jason." And he's like, "Okay, guys, Jason." And then he just hands it to me like this. And I grab it. And then I was like nervous. And then I remember I was doing this bit about littering. And it's at a place where it's a little more progressive, a little more hippie-ish. And then I just go, I love to litter. The moment I said that, the old couple that was sitting was like, "Oh, well, why?" and I was like, no. Not that I do. I just said I want to. And then he's like not having it. And like, now because he was loud, so now like the place is a little more quiet because the place, like, people are like, because I think I'm like the only 2 comics or whatever, and the other comic is like super progressive. And then the owner started looking at me like I see everybody now, and I was like, "Okay, well, how you guys doing?" Like just the crowd work with the old couple, and
Right.
the host was like, "Hey, can you just do your stuff?" And I'm like, in my head, I'm like, dude, I am doing my stuff. Like there's no stuff. That's why I'm trying to do crowd work. And then 3 minutes in, I'm like sweating. And then the owner of the coffee shop was like, "Hey, can you finish up? You went over your time. Everybody does 8 minutes." And I look at my phone, it's like 3 minutes, 20 seconds. and there's like now 8 artists waiting to go up. And then I left the coffee shop, and I was walking to my car, and I couldn't make it to my car. I squatted down, and I couldn't breathe. Like that was probably the worst show. And I remember one of like the poets or whatever like came after me and was like, "Hey man, you were great. You just gotta keep going." And I was like, I would never forget that day.